In this video, I'll do a review and tutorial of Invideo. Now, I received a lot of interest about Invideo from you guys, so I wanted to make this video to go over the features of this video creation software. Is it the best free alternative to Vidnami? We'll soon find out. Listen, I love Vidnami. In fact, I love it so much that I'm a paying customer, and they even have a free trial offer, and while it's only 14 days, it's still worth trying out. But since they changed their free trial offer, a lot of you guys were very upset about that. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then check out my video, Vidnami Free Trial Update, so you can get up to speed. Let's just say a few bad apples tried to game the free trial, and that ruined it for everyone. Now, since then, people have been asking me what I thought was the best free alternative to Vidnami, and that led me to doing a review of Lumen 5. You can check out that video by clicking on the card above or in the description below. And now that brings us back full circle to Invideo. Now, let's quickly check out the pricing page so you can see what you get with the free account. Then I'll jump inside and we'll put together a video so you can see how Invideo works. Now, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel because I'm going to do a head-to-head comparison between the Invideo and Lumen 5 free accounts so that you can see how they stack up. So we're on the Invideo pricing page, and rather than focus on the business and unlimited plans here, I want to focus solely on the free plan because this is what you guys wanted. So we're going to go through what you get, the features that are available for the free plan. Now, you're going to be very pleased at what you get for the free plan, and it's a lot. So first of all, you don't get any watermarks when you are on the free plan, and that's awesome. When it comes to templates, you get access to 3,500 plus handcrafted templates. You don't get access to the premium templates, but what do you expect when you are on the free plan, right? In terms of media, you do have access to their iStock media library as well as their premium media. However, those media assets come with a watermark. So basically, you're probably not going to be using any of those anyway. What you're focused on is going to be the 3 million plus standard media library assets, and they've obviously connected to the API for Pexels, Pixabay, and Unsplash. And also, you can upload your own media as well. When it comes to video usage, you have 60 video exports per month. That's a lot. That's a lot of exports. So plenty of time for you, or plenty of room for you to create videos. And speaking of time, your videos can be in duration of up to 15 minutes. So that's a good amount of time when you're creating your videos. When it comes to video rendering, you can only render in 720p. That's not a big deal. And again, when you're on a free plan, what do you expect? You do lose some access to special features like being able to remove the background from images, but you do have access to automated text-to-speech, which I'm going to show you in a demo, and you can make videos in any language. You don't have any reseller rights. Now, reseller rights basically is reselling the videos that you make on their platform. You own the rights to the videos, so if you want to post these videos on your YouTube channel, you can do that. However, you cannot sell them to other people. You also have access to their social media calendar, and they have some team settings down here. You also have access to their brand presets, which is really cool because now you can brand your videos and make them fit the style for your particular YouTube channel. You also have access to their intros and outros. When it comes to cloud storage, this is where you're going to be storing your assets. So anything that you upload, you have 1 gigabyte of space. Not that big of a deal. I think most of you guys will end up using whatever's available with Invideo anyway, so I don't really think this is going to be that much of an issue. And then when it comes to support, you do have their help center and chat support. I did chat with their support person or support team earlier today, and it was very quick. So I'm assuming that the chat support is going to be sufficient enough to answer all of your questions. So now that we've gone through the free plan, let's go ahead and I'm going to do a demo of Invideo. All right, so we are now inside of my free Invideo account. So you can sign up for your account. I've left a link down below. It is not an affiliate link. It's just a link to Invideo, so you can go ahead and sign up. Now I'm going to give you a quick tour, and then we're going to go ahead and create our video. So first of all, right here you can see they've got over 4,000 pre-made templates. So you can go ahead and scroll through this when you sign up for your account and see all the different types of templates they have for various situations. Now right here is text to video, and they've got over 50 themes. And this is where we're going to be spending our time, because these themes are very similar to what you're going to find on Vidnami as well as on Lumen 5. So I'm going to stick with text to video. If you are bold and you want to create your own, you can start off with a blank canvas and start from there. Now, one thing I want to do is, before we go ahead and create our video, I want to show you right here. It says brand presets. We're going to go in here because when you're building your online business, it's super important for you to establish your brand. So this is where you're going to be able to upload your logo, add your brand name, all the different accent colors that are part of your brand, even your social media links. Now, if you're looking to start your own affiliate marketing business and you don't know where to start, then go ahead, click on the link below for my #1 recommendation. But let's go ahead and let's check out the text to video templates. These themes are what we're going to be basing our video demonstration on today. So let's scroll down here. You can see if you hover over this, you'll get a nice little preview of it. You can see the colors, you can see the transitions, and get a really good feel for the template before you choose it. So we're going to scroll all the way down here. You can see all the different ones they have. And you can change, you can customize every part of these templates. And when we get down here, they even have listicles. So if you're not familiar with listicles, they're just lists that can be formed into a video. So listicle is a list article. So top 5 things, top 10 things, those kinds of articles that you read, you can create a video based off of that. So we're going to use this because I have a blog post that I used, and I just stripped it down to the 3 basic points, and we're going to use this to create our video. So let's go ahead and choose a template. I'm going to choose this one right here just because it's very simple and I like it. So I'm going to click on it. And you're going to notice that you can hear the music as well. You can watch the entire template, see the transitions, see the colors, and you can customize any of this as I mentioned. So once you're satisfied with your template, then you're just going to go ahead and click it, and Invideo is going to load it up for you. Now this brings us into the storyboard. So this is what the storyboard looks like, and you can see it's already loaded my logo up here, and you can see everything that you need to input is already there in front of you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started here. Very easy to do, and you're going to find out real soon here. So we're going to go with 3 ways to lower your Facebook ad spend for a successful campaign. So we're going to use that, but you can see right here it says enter the number of items. So in this listicle, we've got three ways. So that's what we're going to use, 3. And then now we're going to add in right here, it says give it a headline, and then we're going to have some more information. So the headline is ways to lower your Facebook ad spend. So I'm just going to copy and paste this in here. And then we're going to add in a little bit more information. So let's go back here for a successful campaign. I'm going to paste that in here. So you can see that it just instantly put it in there. And now what we need is a background picture. So let's go ahead, and you can choose between videos and images. If you have your own images and videos, you can upload them as well. But just keep in mind, there is a limit as far as the amount of cloud storage you have. So I'm going to just stick with, let's start off with an image first. And it's already chosen iStock results. And this is part of the premium paid version. So I would uncheck that, because while you can use the iStock images, they're going to come with a watermark on it. So you don't want that because it just doesn't look professional. They already hook into the APIs for Pexels, Pixabay, and Unsplash. So that's plenty enough. And again, like I said, if you have your own images that you want to use that aren't copyrighted, that are free to use, then go ahead and upload those photos and use them. So we're going to start off and look for something along the lines of Facebook. See what they come up with. So they've got a lot of different options here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just choose this first one here. I really like it. So we're just going to drag and drop the media right there. and it pops it in. Very nice. If you want to play it, you can. You get a nice little preview of the slide itself, or the scene as they call it. And it looks like they changed the music over here. This one is a little bit different, but we're going to change the music because this music to me doesn't really fit my listicle video. So the next scene that we're going to add in here is number 1. So we're going to go in order. So we're going to choose number 1 and we're going to add that in here. So the number is going to be number 1. And you can see it popped it in very nicely. And we're going to change this and we're going to add in a headline. And this is split test your ads. So we're going to add that in there. And then we're going to add some information. Okay, so you can see that. Now we're going to go ahead and choose a photo for this one. So let's go ahead and choose, I don't think they have split test. Let me see. Split test. Let's see if they have that. They've got nothing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to just use test as our search term. Okay, they've got some tests here. Let's see what's the best one. I think I want to choose this one right here. It caught my eye, so I'm going to just drag and drop that in there, and you can see, again, it just works instantly. So we're gonna. This is how easy it is to create a video in Invideo. Now we need to add more scenes because we only have 2 scenes, and we need to add more. So we're going to add another one here, and then we're going to proceed to number 2. So we're going to copy this. I'm going to paste it in here. Same thing, very easy. Just copy and paste. And add in our description. Right here, it says try to use a video instead of an images. Videos are more memorable. Let's go ahead now. I think it's a perfect time. Let's go ahead and take a look at videos. And again, I'm not going to include any of the premium media, just because what's going to happen is there's going to be a watermark on it, so we don't want that. Now, let's go ahead and look for something that's memorable, something, let's say happy. Let's see what we come up with in terms of videos. Let's scroll down and see if we find anything that catches our eye. So let's go down, scroll, see if we find anything in here. Something that's happy, something that's memorable. Let's go ahead and choose, let's choose this one. I'm gonna just drop this in here. Okay, and you can see that the media itself right here is 33 seconds. So we're gonna edit that. I'm gonna show you how you can do it. One way you can do it is by just doing it like this. So you can choose a specific point if you want. We're gonna drop it right here where the scene ends. So we're gonna go right here and we're gonna click done. And you can see right here it's about 6.76 seconds. So that's good enough for us. We can always edit this, and I'm going to show you how to do that in the advanced editor. Now go ahead and we're going to add our last scene right here. And this is going to be number 3. Add that in there. Get our headline. And more information. Drop that in there. And this one, let's just type in the word. Let's go back to images. Go with fresh. Let's see what they've got. Looks like mostly food stuff. So we're gonna go and let's look for ads. See what they come up with. So let's just choose this one. That looks good. So now that we've got all of our photos and our videos in there, we've added all of our listicle items in here, we can go ahead, we can actually edit this stuff if we want to by going into the advanced editor. And this is where we're going to be able to fine tune a lot of these scenes. So when you click on that, Invideo is going to go ahead and it's going to load your video in here. So you can see each scene is here. So let me just scroll over so you can see all the different scenes. Here they are. So this is our video right here. You can even see the music And if you recall, the music was horrible. So we are going to delete it. I don't like that song, so I'm going to delete it. So you see it just disappeared right there. And we can choose different types of music if we want to. And you can choose by genre, mood, special effects, and we've got miscellaneous ones. We're going to just choose, let's choose something that's more happy. So let's look for inspiring. How's that? Oh, here's happy. Let's go with happy. And let's just choose maybe the first one. It sounds cool, so we're going to add that in. And you can see that it dropped it in down here. Now, the music was kind of loud. If I play this, it's going to be really, really loud. This is at 100%. So let's play it. You're going to see how loud it is when it starts playing. So this is really loud. I would like to drop that down a little bit more. So we're going to just select the music here and we're going to change the audio volume. Let's go down to, let's say, 50, maybe 60%. Well, let's drop it down. Maybe 50%. 49%. Close enough. So we'll go with that and we'll work with that. Now, if you want to change the length of the scenes, you can. All you have to do is just drag the element here. See that? I can make it longer or shorter, whatever I want. They have transitions here. So you see this right here. And when I hover over it, it says bold film burn. That is the transition that I have right now. And if I click on that, you can see that it highlighted bold film burn right there. And I can choose any one that I want. So I can go ahead, I can hover over this and it'll show me the different types of transitions that are available. Let's go with subtle. So I'm just going to choose subtle. I'm going to click on that. And that is the transition right there. Very, very easy to do. Let's go ahead and play it and see what that transition looks like. So that was really easy. And you can go ahead and change each one that you want to. It's totally up to you. It's just good for you to go ahead and explore. Now, one of the things that I really, really like about Invideo is that they have voiceovers. Now, not only just recording your own voiceover, but you can upload your own voiceover, and they also have automated text to speech. Yes, they have automated text to speech. So a lot of you have been asking me about Lumen 5, and now that I've gone through Invideo, this for you will probably be a game changer. So this is something that you can use. Now, personally, I wouldn't use automatic text to speech, and I'm going to show you what it sounds like. But you know, if you're in a pinch, that might be something that you want to try. You can also upload your own voiceover file, and I'm going to show you how I did that using a product called Speechello. So if you're familiar with Speechello, I did a review on it and basically talked about Speechello and what it can be used for. I want to include a link in the description and up above so you can go ahead and check that out at a later time. Now, we're going to do that as well because I want to show you the different options. Personally, I would record my own voiceover. If you speak English and your English is okay, I would still go with recording your voiceover just because it just lends a little bit more personality. The people who are watching your video will hear your real voice. And quite frankly, while the technology for automated text-to-speech is okay, it's not perfect. You can tell that it is not the human voice. That is one of the reasons why you want to record your own voiceover, or maybe even hire somebody to read the script and then import those files into the Invideo editor and add them in there. Because one of the main issues and one of the things I hear from people a lot is they want to monetize. They want to monetize their channel. And part of the problem is when you have videos that don't have a really good sounding voice or realistic sounding voice, people can tell immediately and they're going to leave. They're going to bounce, as we like to say it. So whenever possible, record your own voiceover. in a pinch, then go ahead and use the automated text-to-speech. Sometimes maybe it's even better to not even use any speech at all. But we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you the automated text-to-speech version here. I just want to show you what it sounds like. So we're going to click on that. And you can see right here, this is the text that is going to be translated into speech. And you can choose from different languages here. You can see all the different languages that they have. So they have a lot of them. I'm going to just stick with US English, and then you can choose from the different voices and play them. So here's what Sally sounds like.
Hello, hope you are having a great time making your video.
So you can see Sally sounds robotic. And I'm not going to go through all of these voices. You can sign up for a free account and go through it yourself. Now we're just going to choose Sally here, and we're going to generate the voiceover. Just give it a second here, and Invideo will create that voiceover. And once it does, you can play it to listen to it.
3 ways to lower your Facebook ad spend for a successful campaign.
So that's what it sounds like. And you can add automated voiceover for all of your scenes. I'm not going to do it though. I'm just going to add this one into our particular scene here. So it drops down here. You can see it right here. And it's going to start immediately. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it a little bit, because I want the music to play a little bit, and then I want Sally to come in and introduce the slide. So we're going to go ahead and play that so you can hear what it sounds like.
3 ways to lower your Facebook ad spend for a successful campaign.
And what I really like about Invideo is when the player gets to the point where it's going to play the voiceover, it automatically lowers the music sound. So that way you can actually hear the person speaking and it doesn't interfere. So that's one feature that I found to be really, really cool to have. So that's what it sounds like to use, or what it looks like to use the automated voiceover. Again, is it perfect? No. There are other options, as I mentioned earlier. I'm going to show you what it sounds like. And I'm actually going to make one using the Speechello, and I created voice files for each one of these. This is not a Speechello tutorial, but I just want to show you what it sounds like when I add these voice files or these sound files in here. Now, we're going to go into my uploads, and you're going to see I've already uploaded all of them just for the sake of speed. And when I hover over them, you're going to be able to hear the different sound files and what it sounds like.
In this video, I'll go over 3 ways to lower your...
So now I'm going to just add it as the voiceover. So I dropped it in there, and you can see it dropped it in immediately. Let me just move this out of the way. Let's go back here. Drop it in here. It's the perfect length right here. I may want to increase the scene length, so I will do that as well. And we're going to go ahead and play it and see what it sounds like.
In this video, I'll go over 3 ways to lower your Facebook ad expenses. This will ensure you have a successful campaign.
So not bad at all. So let's go ahead, and I want to continue on. Since I made all these different files, we're going to drop them in there, and you're going to be able to see what this entire package sounds like. We're going to download it and play the final version. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add this one in here. This is number 2 or number 1. We're going to go over here and we're going to add this next one over here. And then scroll down here, and this is going to be the last one. So let's move our cursor here.
And
add that in there. So you can see I've added in all of the voiceovers. I'm just going to do a little bit of editing here. I don't want this to be too long, so we're going to shorten this a little bit. This one over here as well, I want to shorten just a little bit. Oops. Shorten that just a little bit. Center this a little bit more right there. This one is short too, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to shorten that one just a little bit. I'm going to center my sound file or my voiceover file, and that looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move this all the way to the start, and we're going to listen to this in its entirety, and then I'm going to show you how you can download this.
In this video, I'll go over 3 ways to lower your Facebook ad expenses. This will ensure you have a successful campaign. Number 1. Try split testing your ads by changing one element at a time. Number 2. Try using a video instead of an image, as videos are much more memorable. Number 3. Don't forget to update your ads to keep them.
So you can see that it cut it off a little bit, so I'm going to have to move this a little bit right here. And let's move this as well, center everything. And that looks good. So that looks good. I think the music was a little bit loud, so I'm going to drop this down a little bit more again. Let's go down to about 30%, and that should be good. So now it's been saved right here, and we can click on this button right here when we're ready to go to download and share it. So you can see right here, we're about ready to export, and 720p is the default. Now this is good enough. This is what YouTube is going to be playing at. Obviously you would want 1080p if you could get that, but that's part of the premium and that's paid. So we're going to stick with 720. It's good enough. And let's go ahead and let's export this video. So what's going to happen is the project will be here, right here, and it's going to show you as it downloads, or not downloads, but as it starts to render this video. So right now it's rendering. We're going to wait a little while. I'm going to pause this video actually, and then we'll come right back. All right, we're back. It probably took several minutes for it to render, but we can go ahead and now watch the final version here, and then we're going to go ahead and download it.
In this video, I'll go over 3 ways to lower your Facebook ad expenses. This will ensure you have a successful campaign. Number 1. Try split testing your ads by changing one element at a time. Number 2. Try using a video instead of an image, as videos are much more memorable. Number 3. Don't forget to update your ads to keep them fresh.
So there you have it. That's the preview. So now let's go ahead and let's download this video in 720p. You can also share. You can copy the link and share it. You can add it to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. So multiple ways to share your video. Obviously, what we want to do, the best thing to do would be to just download it and upload it into your YouTube account. So let's go ahead and download. And you're going to see here, here's the project right here, and I'm going to save it. We'll pop this up right here. And here is our video. I've already played it, so I'm not going to play it, but this is how simple it is to use Invideo, and how, to me, Invideo has a lot of advanced features, especially the voiceover feature, which is what a lot of you have been asking me about. So there you have it, my Invideo review and tutorial. The Invideo free account has some pretty impressive features available. So you think this is the best free alternative to Vidnami? Even better than Lumen 5? Drop your comments down below. Now speaking of which, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, because I'm going to do a head-to-head comparison between Invideo and Lumen 5's free accounts. This should be a fun one, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you in my next video.